noticed that nagging voice in your head that's way too quick to criticize you or others or the situation you're in? Well, that's your inner judge, and it plays a major role in how you perceive the world and interact with it. And lately, my judge has been screaming in my ear with a megaphone, and it's time to shut him up. So, this is Mental Fitness Fridays. I'm Larry McInnes, and you are awesome. Now, let's dive into the ways the judge shows up, how it started out as being something that was once actually useful, how it messes with your mind, and more importantly, how you can get it to shut up so you can live a happier and more fulfilling life. Well, starting off, the judge is insidious, and it doesn't just judge us and doesn't just sabotages us. It sabotages us three different ways. Now, the first way is we judge ourselves. This is when the judge is the most personal, and more often than not, it's most brutal. And it's that voice that whispers in your ear, or in my case, screams, "You're not good enough, and you're going to screw this up." So this relentless self-criticism can freeze us in our tracks, and it prevents us from taking risks or trying new things because we're convinced we're going to fail. Or even worse, we're scared that we'll succeed because we're either not worthy or we're not capable. Secondly, the judge turns its critical eye on the people around us. It's quick to point out flaws and slow to give out praise. And as you can expect, this makes having relationships kind of tricky. Now, this judgmental stance makes it hard to connect with others in this warm and genuine level because we're too busy counting their flaws. And then third, we judge our situations. The judge just doesn't stop at people. It loves to criticize our circumstances too. And it's got this knack for painting everyday situations like they're catastrophes or insurmountable challenges. So a message you'll get that you can hear, that I hear, is I'll be happy when this situation changes. This can lead to a lot of unnecessary stress because we're convinced things are worse than they actually are. So why do we even have this judge in the first place? Well, back in the day, this critical inner voice was actually a survival tool. Our prehistoric ancestors needed to make quick and often harsh judgments about their surroundings just to stay alive. So seeing the world in terms of threats actually helped them avoid danger. But now, in our modern world, which without the threat of saber-toothed tigers, this trait that used to be helpful can do more harm than good. And instead, it clouds our happiness with constant negativity. And when we let the judge run wild, it can wreak havoc with our mental health. It can lead to chronic stress, anxiety, and even depression. And if you think about it, if you're always telling yourself that you're not good enough or you're perpetually critical of others, it's tough to feel secure or build strong relationships. Now, professionally, this inner critic can suffocate your creativity and lower your performance because you're either too scared of making a mistake to think outside the box or to take bold steps. Now, how do you know when the judge is at work? You know, it often shows up as feelings of guilt or shame or inadequacy. And if you find yourself snapping in anger over something small, or if you're drowning in frustration, chances are the judge is whispering in your ear. And recognizing these moments is the first step to silencing this critic. So, how do we deal with the judge? I thought I'd never ask. I'll get right to that after this message. Hi guys, I'm Larry, and you are awesome. I want to share with you that I wrote an ebook and it is now officially available. is called Become Awesome with Science. It ties everything together that I've been talking about in one tidy package. And it explains how we forgot that we're awesome, the ways we sabotage our best efforts to live the lives we want, and how to rediscover our true awesome selves. And this is a way to boost one's peak performance, strengthens one's relationships, and improve one's mental well-being. If you'd like to purchase a copy, just tap a link in my bio or go to LarryMcInnes.com and head over to the shop tab. And with that, have an awesome day. All right. Now, dealing with a judge. It sounds kind of daunting, but there are some pretty straightforward ways you can use to loosen its grip on your life. All right. 1, step back and just watch what's going on. Try to see your thoughts like they're not your own. And this detachment can help you spot when the judge is talking and recognize that its criticisms are not the absolute truth. 2, challenge the judge's narrative. Now, when you catch yourself thinking negatively, just pause, step back, and ask, is this really true? Is this really helping me? And if the answer is no, you can consciously choose to see things in a more positive light. All right, a third one is practice self-compassion. So be as kind to yourself as you would to a close friend who's having a hard time, or to a young kid. Remind yourself that everyone has off days and that it's okay to be less than perfect. A fourth way, mindfulness and meditation. Now, something as simple as spending 30 seconds rubbing 2 fingertips together with such fine attention that you can feel the fingertip ridges, this will help you stay in the present moment. And it cuts down on the time that you spend chewing on whatever baloney the judge is throwing at you. And the fifth one, the final one, give your inner sage a boost. So along with our judge, we also have this calmer, wiser version of ourselves who can see the big picture and who approaches life with compassion and curiosity and creativity. And this is our inner judge. Give your inner sage a boost. Along with our judge, we also have this wiser, calmer version of ourselves who sees the big picture and approaches life with compassion and curiosity and creativity. This is our inner sage. You can tap into the sage with a 30-second fingertip meditation anytime, anywhere. And the more you connect up with the sage side of yourself, the quieter the judge becomes. Now, when you get to know your judge, how it operates, and when it tends to pipe up, you can start to take its power away. The voice of the judge is just a hangover from our evolutionary past, and it's not a reflection of reality. And knowing this can free you up to live more in the moment. You can enjoy deeper relationships, and you can approach life's challenges with a clearer, more positive mindset. So the next time you hear that critical voice start up, remember, it's just your inner judge. It's just an echo from our ancient past, and you definitely don't have to listen to it. And I will see you next week at this time on Mental Fitness Fridays.